In this video, I'm going to be talking about what is a Linux distribution software repository. A Linux distribution software repository is a software repository that hosts packages, software that is specifically designed to be used on a specific Linux distro. What are examples of a Linux distribution software repository? Debian repos, Arch repos, Ubuntu repos, all of these distros, all of these distributions have their own software repositories, right? Dedicated to their own distributions, right? So, but here, of course, is the question: why in the world does a Linux distribution need its own software repository? And basically, it comes down to compatibility. Because different distros are set up differently, they are made with different code. Different distros work differently and require different packages, different dependencies, different libraries. It basically boils down to what works. The software that works on one distribution may not work on another. In fact, it probably won't work on another. This creates a requirement that distros create and maintain their own software repositories. Does every Linux distribution have its own software repository? No. A lot of derivatives use the software repository of the distro they are based on. For example, Endeavor OS uses the Arch repos. Mint uses Ubuntu repos. Nobara uses Fedora repos. But a lot of them have their own smaller additional repositories, right? So it's possible that they only share software repositories with their parent distro, or they only have their own separate software distribution stuff, right? Or they might share, right? It might be a situation where they're completely dependent. They're not dependent at all. They're completely dependent. They're completely independent, or they're interdependent, right? It's possible that they have complete dependency on their parent Linux distribution, or it's possible they have complete independence and they don't use any of the packages from the software distribution from the distro that they are derived from, or maybe they have a lot of software packages that they use independently, that they have and they maintain independently, and they also have software packages that they use from their parent distro. So it could be entirely one, it could be entirely the other, it could be a mix of both. And that is what a Linux distribution software repository is.